Back on the track. Got the 3 parts installed. My chuff trigger is not quite adjusted perfectly. You hear it intermittent, and that's something I need to address, but I don't want to pull it off and take it and go do that and come back. I just don't feel like I got enough time, and I may have to change the angle of the tube that I've created. I don't know. It needs to be optimized, I'll put it that way, and that's going to take more time. But the curve handling has been improved on the 3 parts, very much so. The distance is a little greater, as you can see. I don't have the body on. If I put the body on, it'll fill up, you know, so it'll get closer. And I left the body off just so I could adjust anything I needed to as it came about, but it's running pretty good. I made the mistake of giving it too much juice already, and the engine took off down here and just flopped over. So the load's too light and he's got too much power. That's what that amounts to, which is pretty encouraging, actually. this old baby. This is a 310. It's been around and it's seen better days, but it's doing real well right now. Love the firebox. I want to try it on the main loop so I can get a heavier load and just see what it can do for power and pull. And I may try to do that. I mean, hauling cattle is one thing, but gee whiz, you know, from Farmer City to Chicago is only about 90 miles. We gotta put some longer routes in here and some heavier loads. I'm thinking about these heavyweights right here. If the outer loop was functioning, I'm going to test it with my Christmas engine and see if the outer loop is alive or not, and if it's not, try to fix it. And then I'll put the 310 on the outer loop. It's 4:30, so I have an hour to kind of figure this out. I'd like to tune the chuff and get it on the outer loop and give it a real chance. Maybe put the body on. The cooling fan seems to be working, and the ICs that we use for the reversing did not seem to be as hot as usual, so that's encouraging. And I'm going to continue to see about that fan. I really like that idea. We use them in electronics and computers for ages, and you know, it really helps. Yeah, it's the engine itself is a runner and a smoker, I have to say. That's not the problem. It's all these loose ends on the tender that are brand new that we're going through the shakedown on. But they're coming together. I think the drawbar is going to be good. I'd like to give it a little more meat in one area, so I'm going to do some more mods. But I think all in all, it's coming together. And I think what I'm going to do, if not tomorrow, Monday, is I'm going to print a new tender with all the modifications that I've done to this one, and get us about 4 more millimeters to the front end for that speaker. So I'm going to try to use the full-size speaker, and I'm going to try to find a load of coal that I can fit in there and put that body back on. And I may consider an opening in the rear where the air could vent out, and try to make it so it's not too in the way or obvious what's going on. See what I can do with that. Okay, so we're going around, we're smoking, we're doing everything, and I'm going to, I'll give you a taste. You see, it's it's got the power, man. It has got the power. Doesn't like reverse. I had at one time I had a diode on that guy, and that fixed it. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go back to putting a diode on there. So now I'm gonna find out which of these units is running the front or the outer loop, and then see if I can't get that going. And I'll try to get back before 5:30. Okay, later.